In this video, we are going to discuss how to write a query statement and how to write a inner join query and subquery used to connect to a table. Like the task 21, it is the somewhat like the continuation of the task 22. So we will see the requirements and write the relevant query. Requirement number 1. What is the lowest mark obtained for Sinhala subject in the first term? So this task 23 or question set 23 is also the continuation of the exam marks DB. So I will delete the last entered query and write the query to find the lowest mark obtained for the Sinhala subject in first term. I think so. Yes. This is my query statement to find the min mark. That means lowest mark. Where the subject is Sinhala language and literature and the term is first term. Here I have inner join the table subject and exam term to find the relevant data from the relevant table. So I will execute the query and the min mark is 75. That means the lowest mark for Sinhala language and literature is 75 in the first term. So we will move on to the next requirement. Find all the details of the student who got the lowest marks in the first term Sinhala subject. So here I need to find all the students detail who got this 75 marks. So I will clear this query and write a new query for this second requirement. This is the code I wrote for the to find the student details who got the lowest marks in the Sinhala language and literature. Sinhala language and literature. We will actually here I have select the student index. They have set to find only the student index. No, find all the student details. Here I have to select the student index. No, inner join subject exam term, and I have inner join and given the condition. We will execute and see whether the student details comes. The student index no comes here, but they have asked to find the details. I think so. This is question number 23. Here they have find the details. Find all the details of the student who got the lowest mark. All these details, not only the student index. No. First name. Wait. First name, first. Here I have found all the student details by giving select all from student where index no, and I have written a subquery here and joined subquery here and selected from the exam mark record and inner join subject exam where subject equals name equals Sinhala language and literature and term name equals first term, and I have written a subquery for to find the minimum mark, and I have got these details. So we'll move on to the next requirement. What is the lowest mark obtained in the second term science subject? So we must find the lowest mark obtained in the second term science subject. I will clear and write the new code. This is the query I wrote to find the lowest mark in the science subject in the term second term. So I have joined the subject table, exam table, and check the relevant ID whether it is equal, and given the condition science and second term. We will execute and see the minimum mark. The minimum mark of the science subject in the second term is 45.52. We will move on to the next requirement. What is the minimum mark obtained for the subject of mathematics in the term examination held on 2020-7-10? So we must find the minimum mark obtained for the subject mathematics in the term examination. So we must find the lowest mark obtained for the mathematics subject in the relevant term, the relevant date. So I will write the query here. This is the query which I wrote for finding the minimum mark of the subject mathematics where the exam date is this relevant date. Here I have joined the table subject and exam term and check the relevant tables ID is equal to the relevant tables ID. So we will execute and see the minimum mark. The minimum mark is 44.12, which of the subject mathematics which held on this date. So we will move on to the next requirement. Find all the details of the student who obtained the minimum mark obtained for the subject of mathematics in the term examination held on 2020 this relevant date. I need to find the all details. So we will find all details. I will delete this query and write the new query for this requirement. This is the query I wrote for this the last requirement, where I must find the details of the student who got the lowest mark in the subject mathematics on the date on this date, and we will execute and see who is this student. The result has shown the student number 1 Sadun Vijayaratna Mayor, contact no, and the relevant class ID. Here I have joined the table subject and exam term to find the details. That's all for this video. Thank you. Have a nice day.